Who is your role model in this community?
I would have to say Ms. Marylin Lawson.
Oh, why is she your role model?
She's my role model for that. She helps a lot in this community for, like, it doesn't matter the situation, she'll help you. And she helps from not only like little kids, she helps like all ranges of people.
Okay. What has she done for this community?
She has started a youth caucus that is featured in this community that basically is made to give the youth's concerns to the mayor. So she helps us, the youth, give our opinion what needs to change in Oakland so we feel safer and what needs to change so we'll be better in our community to feel like it's a safe place, not like a dangerous place. So she gets to let us voice what we want out of the city and our community.
This is Miss Marylin, our community hero. Can you further introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Marylin Lawson. I'm a resident of Lion Creek Crossing. I've lived here for over 5 years.
When did you get started getting involved in the community?
I started getting involved in the community when I first moved here. I started walking around in the community and trying to see what was going on, and they had a lot of resources over here, but I noticed that no one was taking advantage of the resources. And so I started asking questions and asking why I wasn't seeing people come in and getting involved and taking advantage of the resources here. And at that point, I think one day when I went to enroll my granddaughter in school, they told me that they didn't know if they could accept my granddaughter based on her condition. Well, my granddaughter, she was born with HIV, when I asked them if she could, I let them know that she was HIV positive, and they told me that they didn't know if they can accept her. So at that point, with what I had already been seeing around the neighborhood and them telling me they didn't know if they could accept my granddaughter, I thought that I would just started getting involved in Lion Creek Crossing, and I started a foundation, the Marylin Lawson Foundation, Healing Individuals Victoriously Movement of Change. And the reason that I started it and I named it that was because I felt that we needed a movement of change in our community. We had a lot of disparity and there was a lot of crime in our community. And we also had people within our community that weren't getting involved in our community. And so I wanted to raise awareness around health issues. I wanted to help the youth to empower themselves to become active ambassadors of change in our community. So that's when I started all of this, and since that time we've been actively involved in the BBON Block by Block Organizing Network, which came together through Mayor Kwan when she was running for mayor. I got the youth involved in campaigning and going out and reaching out so they could learn more about what was going on in our community. I invited Mayor Kwan to come in and speak to the community so that they can start getting involved and decide whether or not who they wanted to see be mayor in our community. And I started getting the youth involved. That way we started going to some of the BBON meetings and we got involved. The youth started campaigning, and from that they were able to form a youth caucus with the BBON, and that's so that they can take any issues that they had to the mayor about the things that were going on in that community so that they can talk to her about helping to change those things. They've also been involved with the Marylin Lawson Foundation. We've been reaching out to so that we can get, and the youth can get involved in the schools so that they can go in and to the schools and speak about health issues like HIV/AIDS and sickle cell, so that we can stop the stigma around both of those diseases and also educate people and make them bring more awareness to health issues that are in our community. There are, we've also been actively involved in reaching out to youth in different districts, and that's to get other youth in other districts to get involved with this youth caucus so that they can bring their issues to the mayor and their concerns, and also to empower themselves so that they can help to make a change and the youth can stop the violence that's in our community, because it's the youth that are going to make the change and the difference for our community. So those are just some of the things that we've been doing. We're also planning a retreat on the 25th, and we're going to be speaking about those very issues, like I said, to bring the youth together from different districts. So they're going to have an art show, and we're going to try to bring other youth from other districts together so that they all can get together and all together make a difference in this community. We're also going to be meeting with the police chief. This is another thing that we're doing in this community, and so that the youth can talk to him about issues they're concerned with, and about him helping them to find resolutions, and them helping him to find ways to change things in the community, and for him to and the officers in the community to have a better relationship with the youth.
Okay, so Badar, why do you think that Miss Marylin is a hero in the community?
Because she helps us a lot, put a lot of categories in our faces instead of being out on the streets, basically. Plus she reminds me of my grandmother a lot, so yeah. And one thing that she helped me a lot, told me not to have hatred in my heart and stuff, so yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
The youth are also a part of Toastmasters, and it teaches them public speaking skills, and they're also learning. They're going to be learning some business skills within the community. So these are just some of the things that the youth are doing and that we're doing, and that I've been doing with the youth in this community. And I work closely with Ibasi to try to help. I work with their council to try to help us better get people in our community and in the Lion Creek Crossing community involved in what's going on in our community. So those are one of the things that I'm trying to do also in this community.
So what makes you think Miss Marylin is a hero in this community?
Cause she do a lot of stuff for the kids, and like she do a lot of meetings and stuff just to have some of the youth speak to the mayor and stuff about their problems, about their community.
How do you know Miss Marylin?
From my Digiconnector class, and for going to the computer lab and going to youth meet Twitter.
What is your main goal for the community?
My main goal for this community is to empower our community so that we can make a difference in our community. Because unless we all, as individuals in this community, get involved, we'll never make a change. And there is so much disparity, so much hopelessness in our community. So I feel it's very important for the residents in this community to get involved so that we all can make a change, because it takes all of us. You know, one person can't do it alone, none of us can. It takes each and every one of us. So that is my goal, is to empower my community along with the youth.
You think if she would have ran for mayor, she'd make it as mayor?
I think she would. She'll have a lot of support from people that she has helped in her years.
Have you seen any changes in the community since you've been here?
Yes, I have.
What are those changes?
I've seen more people starting to get involved. I've seen the youth beginning to empower themselves so that they can make a change. The youth in the Lion Creek Crossing community and some of the youth outside of the community have come together with some of the youth here in Lion Creek Crossing to try to make that difference with the surrounding community. So yes, I have seen some changes. I've seen our other people outside embracing the youth to help them to make a change, you know, outside of this community. So yes, I have seen some changes. I'm seeing things come together. I'm seeing a difference from when I started in 2009 and I went to a Christian school and they questioned whether or not they could accept my granddaughter into their school based on her condition. I'm seeing the youth in our community reach out to make a change and to make a difference about the stigma around HIV and AIDS. So yes, I am seeing a change in our community.
How would you try to inspire your community?
By doing just what I do. Working in my community, working with the youth, talking to the people, reaching out everywhere because we need to do that. I really am enjoying working with the BBON Block by Block organization and with IBASI because they support, everybody's supporting what my vision is and their vision is, because I think we all have the same vision. There are a lot of people out there with a vision for change. And so the way that I see us continuing to do it is doing just what I'm doing and what so many other people are doing. Continue to reach out, and especially reaching out to the youth because they're our future.
What's the message that you would send to the youth?
The message I would send to the youth is to empower themselves, to reach out for change. Because I know myself, I'm older now, and I'm still going to continue to work to change things in my community. But other youth listen to other youth, and they hear them. And we've got so much crime in our community now. And I just say to the youth, continue to empower yourself, continue to reach out and change things in your community, and continue to get an education. Because without that education, it's going to be hard for you. But it's not impossible as long as you continue to empower yourself to make a change, a positive change in your community.
So, Raquel, why do you think that Miss Lawson is a hero in our community?
I think she's a hero in our community because she's always there for people, and she's always had a big heart. And sometimes she really knows some people, and she do a lot for them. Personally, she helped me out a lot. She taught me how not to think negative, instead think positive, and instead of going in the wrong path, she tried to keep me in the right path. And
My grandma
to treat everybody over here
like her grandchildren.
And she showed us a lot of love, so that's why I think she was my hero in this community.
Brought to you by Digiconnectors. Booyah!